Okay, can someone explain to me why this is the best room in the game? Look at this. It makes the lighting is so fun. It makes all your characters look like oily, like wrestlers. Look at him. It looks like he's doing a bodybuilding competition. Bro, he's covered in oil. Look at those rippling muscles, bro. All natty. He's so greasy. Primal boy. It's the Liver King, all olive oiled up. I gotta re-listen to T-Pab. Yeah, it's been a long time since I did too. But dude, like, what's that fucking Wesley Snipes song? That's pretty good at this. Is it Wesley Snipes? That's like the opener. And then like, dude, These Walls and fucking How Much a Dollar Cost. Wesley's Theory. Yeah, that's a great opener. Ghost. Yo, how's it going, brother? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, Ghost. Wait, is this the first time ever you've raided me? Remember, like I said like 2 years ago that if you ever watched one of my streams, I would play Death Grips so you could rate my playlist? I guess now's the time. What is my favorite Death Grips stuff? My favorite is X-Mil. I love... Ex-Military is like one of the craziest albums I've ever heard in my life still. It is so good. And then, I don't know, I'm a big fan of Jenny Death too. I just love guitars and like hardcore shit, you know? And I don't know, like Money Store's great, Bottomless Pit's so good. Like, how do you pick one, right? Even Year of the Snitch is so good. I'm so fucking tempted to like go fly to go see them because they're touring right now. And I was always like, damn, I missed my chance to see them in Minnesota. Would have been fucked though, because I'd have to like skip college for it. And now they're touring. Because the problem is where I live, like bands don't come. So I'm like, shit, do I fly to like Vancouver or something to see these guys? Get like fucking dusted in the face by an elbow or something, you know? Pay like $400 for that. Like, I don't know. Do I want to pay a bunch of money and do a trip by myself to go see them and just get like completely dusted in a mosh pit? I don't know. No Love Deep. Oh my God. How do I fucking forget No Love Deep Web? No Love Deep Web is so good too. I kind of have like almost all their albums on that tier, but like even Government Plates just grows on you in the years, you know? How do you pick a bad one? Like NOTM, the first half of the Powers That Be, you know? You're seeing him in June? Dude, I want to do a trip. That's what I do. Like when King Gizzard comes to Canada, I fly, I do a day trip. Oh, damn. I just started running a little too late. And then I jumped too early there. They are really exciting. It's crazy how long it's been since they dropped those albums, you know? This was pre-X-Mil, this song. And before they don't show up. Yeah, dude, that one tour where they just had fucking TVs on stage. And they just didn't show up. They're so cryptic and like just an insane band. Death Grips is like, exactly. Someone pointed out to me that Andy Morin's like beat for that song and a lot of their tracks are just this exact same note, just syncopated. So like he just changes the frequency. It's just one note that he just changes the frequency of. That's fucking insane. Dude, when I was in fucking college and I was like stressed out, 3 hours of sleep every day, stuck in an hour rush hour every day, I would just put on Death Grips and just smash my head against the steering wheel. Also, Beware is the hardest fucking album opener of all time, bar none. It's got to be the best album opener. Like, the lyrics to Beware are the most clinically insane, witchy shit I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, and the samples in X-Mil are so good. It's so double-edged. So that's the reason you can't fucking listen to it, because it's all like copyrighted samples. White knuckling, being a young parent at work, I'd blast No Love Deep Web on the way home every day. Therapy. Yeah, exactly. That's what I talked about before too, is just like, it's therapeutic. Listen to like intense hardcore music like death metal and shit, right? It's just a good vent. Dude, X-Mil is so good. Spread Eagle across the block. Beware. The transition of Charlie Manson on like at the intro is so hard, and then the transition where he's like, it goes on a voicemail machine, and then it transitions into Guillotine where the hook is it goes. And then the fucking Culture Shock transition where it's like you need like, it's like some fucking deep web cult about fucking like vibrating to go from the world of 3D to the world of 5D, and then the next song is called 5D. It's so good. I wanted, I needed, Death Heated, so insane. Stockton, I'm bouncing, yeah. I think Bass Rattle Stars Out the Sky is so close to being one of their best beats ever. But there's just like some weird ass, like, there's just some like weird ass like gotchi sample or something that I can't put my finger on. Well, where is it? Like, this beat is so good, but what is this, like whoop, 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 whoop? I love the whoops. Sometimes I like them, sometimes it throws me off so hard. What the hell do I need this job for? Why don't I just start a cult? Why don't I just convince a bunch of women to do shit for me, right? You ever get that thought? Why don't I just start a fucking cult? What am I gonna run around act like I'm some genie bop somewhere for somebody else's money? I'll make the money, man. I roll in nickels. The game is mine. I deal the cards. Dude, all the lyrics are so quotable. Death Grips is such an unreal group, you know? Second only to Caro Benito, of course. I guess I could say X Mill's my favorite, but beyond that, I could never like put an album above the other. Some days you just want to listen to Jenny Death and be like super nihilistic. Some days you want to be uber nihilistic and listen to like No Love Deep Web. Sometimes you just want to listen to some fucking random ass weird shit. Like this song with like Robert Pattinson playing piano and shit on government plates. Actually, you know what? You know what changed my mind about government plates being maybe their worst album? Is fucking their live performances, where they play a lot of government plates tracks as like concert intros and shit, and they go so hard. Oh yeah, dude, they got the guy who directed Shrek has good music taste though. The first two Shrek movies have good soundtracks. You're the Snitch is such a weird production. I love it. The Fear is top 5. Hell yeah. Very sinister sounding song. The guy from Tool was on You're the Snitch. I didn't even fucking know that. Who is the guy on You're the Snitch who like, he does like that weird sound where he like shreds up his lips and his face by like blowing on shards of glass? And he just looks fucking insane. I know, I haven't listened to them regularly for a while now. It's a lot easier to listen to them when you're like going through some shit. I would say King Giz is my favorite band, but like, you know, Death Grips is right there. And then it's gotta be like, you know, fucking Radiohead, Tragically Hip, that kind of shit. Maybe some other psych rock band. The OC, I don't know. Hard to find a band that's like so insanely consistent 100%. That'd be like top 5 band for me. It changes. It's the only video they have that actually looks like a music video. Everything else is like fucking weird experimental shit. Like, dude, what's that? More Than the Fairy? Or no, giving bad people good ideas, where it's just the dude ripping apart a leather shoe and like fucking flipping it around. That's the whole music video. That's more par for the course for like a Death Grips music video. Anything from pure psych rock to doom metal is where I lie. Stoner doom, sludge doom, psych garage, you know, psych prog, stoner prog, all that good shit. I love metal, dude. But I've been on a massive shoegaze kick. You know me, I always get on all these kicks, right? I'm like, oh, today I've been listening to like 50 doom metal albums this month or whatever. And it's just like last few weeks, shoegaze. I'm a shoegaze guy now. Shoegaze is actually, I'm so glad I got into it finally, because I've always tried to get into shoegaze by listening to fucking Loveless. That is not a great intro shoegaze album, I think. Just like, why does it sound like vacuum cleaner noises? Like, woo, woo. And then you listen to a few like Ride albums and some Swerve Driver and some fucking like Japanese shoegaze and shit, like Tokyo Shoegazer. And you come back to Loveless and you're like, haha, vacuum cleaner go brrr. I listen to Tropical Fuckstorm. Their newer shit is so bizarre for me though. But dude, You Let My Tires Down is such a banger track. Tropical Fuckstorm is a great band name in the first place. What's their debut album called? A Laughing Death in Meat Space? I thought, because I fucked up the name of the album one time, and I thought a better name would have been The Meat Death of the Universe. I thought that's a way better album name, but you know. Loveless is overrated as hell. I could see it. It's very, very good. Extremely good. But even then, I could see someone calling it overrated because it gets so much hype. But dude, I never realized listening to like different types of shoegaze, because like you get into shoegaze, it's like, all right, I listen to Slow Dive, like Souvlaki. You listen to fucking Loveless, and you're like, I don't really understand. But then you listen to more people that just like rock in general, like would listen to. Like I'm a big alt rock, math rock kind of guy. Japanese rock, J-rock, that kind of shit. And then you realize, like, you listen to Ride and like fucking all these other bands. Dude, one of my favorites is Methadrone by Brian Jonestown Massacre. And it's like, oh, damn, like a lot of rock that I already listened to has a lot of shoegaze influences. I never realized. Just more like a little bit more mainstream sounding, you know? I wouldn't call the Brian Jonestown Massacre one very mainstream though. Like, you mean, you have a song on that album called Outback, which is just amplifier noise. It sounds like an ocean. You know, it's like when you hear like ocean wave sounds, it's that, but it's like amplifier feedback, and I love it. It's like, it's literally my ASMR. You know, you ever watch Fooly Cooly? You listen to that shit, bro? That's all the pillows were doing, is just like math rock and shoegaze and like some Radiohead shit, and then recording their fucking music super loud so that the mixes sound like shit, but it's so good, who cares? I'm an HANL guy when it comes to shoegaze. HANL. I would say if you like accessible shoegaze, Ride's album, Going Blank Again, their album Nowhere is considered like one of the best shoegaze albums ever, but their album Going Blank Again, I kind of like more. It's such a great, like, fun album. I also found like a Welsh doom metal shoegaze group. They do, it's a doom metal band that's like sci-fi kind of influenced, and then the vocalist is just like female ethereal shoegaze vocalist. I used to think shoegaze, oh, I thought I was gonna die, was about like, because it was like a lot of sad boy droney shit that you would stare at your feet while you listen to it and be a sad boy. But it's actually named that because there's so much fucking distortion on the guitars and shit that when you see bands play it live, it just looks like they're staring at their feet the whole time because they're always constantly switching pedals and doing effects. Oh, Have a Nice Life. You're a Death Consciousness guy, eh? I listened to that album once, but it's been a while. It's been a while. Dude, you know what's one out? I actually have been trying to chip away at all of Muse top like 200 or whatever, their essential music listening list. It's really good. Like, that list exists for a reason. Because of doing that, I found like, well, actually a lot of like really good old like stoner doom albums, like Jurassic Witch and shit like that. I haven't listened to The Mantle yet. Disintegration, oh my God. That album is so fucking good. I can't even believe it. I don't really remember much of the Death Consciousness listen through. I'll have to listen to it again. I've actually still never listened to In the Aeroplane Over the Sea. I just don't give a shit about folk music. Like, even listening to the Microphones, like, they're pretty good folk. That's like folk that I would like, but damn, I just don't fucking like folk singers. Take it back. I mean, Glow, what is it called? Glow Part 2? That's like, what if I had to listen to a folk album, that's the one I would listen to. I will gift you 5 subs if you listen to In the Aeroplane Over the Sea right now. No, don't do that. I'll listen to it on my own time. I don't want to, because if I listen to it on stream, I'm not going to pay attention to it at all. Oh, dude, I've been on a massive shoegaze kick. I would highly recommend Mescal Head, Going Blank Again by Ride, maybe Crystallized by Tokyo Shoegazer, and probably Methadrone by Brian Jonestown Massacre as like the intro starter pack shoegaze. Very accessible stuff. Oh, dude, but dude, Black Rider, Buy the Ticket, Take the Ride. Ooh, it's so good. Glow Part 2 is a good album, but like, I just have such an adversity to listening to like whiny, like vocalist folk singers, you know? Brian Jonestown Massacre, dude. Do you guys watch the Amoeba Records What's in My Bag series? I fucking love that series. I watch artists that I like and then they recommend me shit. So dude, they got Anton, whatever the Newcomb from Brian Jonestown Massacre, and he's this fucking weird ass hippie looking guy with these huge fucking mutton chops. I don't even think the mutton chops are connected by sideburns at all. They look insane. And he's like, yeah, I picked up this record of this band that, you know, you've never heard of. It's like, we toured with them one time, you know, they're pretty sick. You know, I went up this one time, I went up to the main beard, but I was like, motherfucker, you'd be working at fucking Starbucks if it wasn't for what my fucking band did. He's like, sick guy. That's how he introduces himself. Have you seen Digi? It's free. The documentary about them is god tier. Really? No, I'll check it out. I was trying to watch that like doom metal documentary. I never got a chance to. Yeah, this one, Boomers and Doomers. This is like a really good like guide to be like, all right, this is like what fucking music genres there are.
Refer to one as stoner rock and the other as stoner.
It's like there's desert rock
is
and stoner rock
meets hard rock. Caius is the definitive band of the genre.
Caius, dude, this album is so god tier too. I think this is a mandatory listen. No, sorry, not Green Machine. That's off of their other album. Everyone knows Welcome to Sky Valley. That album is so fucking unreal.
It is also sometimes called desert rock, which is fitting.
And then there's like southern rock, which is like stoner metal, like blues.
In the desert.
This video is pretty good. Where it kind of outlines all the versions of like stoner, doom, psychedelic rock. It's kind of like the spectrum of like that I fall into is like my main go-to. Caius is insane though. Watch Dig. Oh shit, I was gonna save that and I forgot. Let me just do it right now. Weren't you talking about this on stream one time? A Brian Jonestown Massacre documentary. That's fucking epic. Who is this guy? Wait, I've seen these guys look fucking ridiculous. I've seen them before. I know nothing about this meme. You broke my sitar, motherfucker. Anton Newcomb is a fucking interesting character. That would be the life, eh? As like a videographer, just like I'm gonna go on the road and just tour a band and make like a 2-year documentary. Some puddle of mud, hell yeah. I was actually just thinking of Ace Combat 5 the other day, and that's the song they have for their intro. Cuts are like fucking cinematic. Can you take it all in? Can you take it all in? Would Puddle of Mud fall under the butt rock category? It'll make you laugh till they cry. I'll let you know, dude. I'll let you know. I'm still sitting on the Rex that you gave me last time of like, I think one of them was Doolittle by the Pixies and shit. I've been meaning to get around to that one for a while too. I usually make a habit of trying to listen to a lot of the top 100 monthly doom metal charts, but that is fucking tough to keep up on. There's a guy on Reddit who's like a desk job guy, and he listens to the entire top 100 every month, and then makes like a top 4, top 8 every month. And I kind of just use that. Nah, yo, thank you so much for the raid, brother. 38 Years Old by Tragically Hip is so sad, dude. Oh my god, this song is so good. He's 38 years old, never kissed a girl, been one seat empty 18 years and now. The Tragically Hip is like, you ask someone what's the best band from Canada, they'll say Rush, but like a Canadian will say Tragically Hip. They just have no international presence because they just like refuse to tour in the States for the most part. They tour the States a bit, but their song and identity is so baked in like the Canadian identity. And it's like art and shit like that. It is just like, it's such a patriotic band. It's so good. They're fucking unreal though. I have no problem recommending them no matter what. They are insanely good. Definitely one of my top 5 bands. I fucking miss Gord Downey, bro. R.I.P. Coulter Wall, that's your music Canadian choice? Ah, because Gord Downey got diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, so they did like a final farewell tour. And dude, when they were in town, I was like 2 hours north of town, coming home from work in the summer, and I was like this close. They were talking about it on the radio and shit. I was so close to just driving past town, going all the way to the city and just murdering a scalper for some tickets. I was like, I want to be there so fucking bad.